Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video, I want to take a look before the year gets too crazy, before the 10th anniversary really kicks off, and before things get out of hand, at my units that I'd most like to EZA during the course of 2025. I think it's always cool to take a look and talk a little bit about how buff they should be, because I think it's really just a ton of fun, and EZAs are something players really look forward to. I won't be covering super EZAs in this video, because I might do that in a separate one, just due to how they're slightly different in that they kind of go in chronological order. But yeah, really excited to look forward to that. And obviously, what I'm going to try and do is just choose one per type and per try and split it like an LR, DFE, etc. I don't want to just have only LRs or only DFEs. And the first is Raditz. I hope Raditz gets a really good EZA. I think Saiyan Saga needs it. I think Raditz needs it. He was really not even great on release, so they need to give him the uplift treatment really badly. The physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku or Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta, I think we probably won't see this year, as they're an anniversary unit, so there's this very slight chance of seeing them this year, but it could be really cool to see them. I am excited. Maybe they might be at the end of the year. Sometimes they do 2 batches of LRs at once, but they might not do them this year, obviously wanting to save them for next year's anniversary. For the strength side of things, I'd really like to see the Androids 17, Hellfighter 17, Super 17 unit. Not only did I mention in my other video that I want to see a Super 17 unit, but these guys need an EZA. They need a bit of a top-up. They need to be revamped to fit the modern era. They don't have enough gain on damage reduction and evasion and things like that to do the job they wanted to do. And I think they need a big uplift. If they can evade a lot faster and a lot harder, and have bigger damage reduction, I think they'll be a ton of fun to use and might be able to bring GT bosses back from the brink, which it always seems to be on, that brink of basically even being considered a category. On the LR side, Kaioken Goku, I know he's very likely to get his EZA, but he is amazing, a ton of fun, great animations. It's an epic moment from Dragon Ball. He needs to hit like a truck. He needs to be the first unit that can, easily hit 100 million. I remember when he first came out, it was like he was, like by all consensus, the hardest hitting unit in the game, and I think he needs to be that when he gets his EZA. If he cannot hit 90 million, with getting 1 key orb, then he's a flop. You know what I mean? Intermerge Zamasu, I did a review on this guy recently at max link levels. He's not bad, but I think an EZA for him would be a good stopgap to helping out the Goku Black Zamasu team. Giving him an EZA that gives him more support than anything else would also give you an excuse to run him alongside the tech one and float him a bit more. Make him a strong floater, make him give support or a 2-turn buff. And let him bring that team back to life a little bit to kind of help it, especially in the earlier phases of content as well. On the DFE side of things, SS4 Gogeta, this guy, please, his animations are so good. It was at the time when the animations really started to change, and his animations I love. I think they are amazing, and I really want this guy to get an amazing EZA. Just everything. Just give him everything. Gogeta SS4 should have everything. Counters, evasion, damage reduction. Just give him all of it. Just make him amazing, especially with how small GT Heroes is. But yeah, I'm really, really hoping he gets a good EZA. I think it has to be insane. He's got to have like 70% chance to counter plus 60% damage reduction plus, attacks effective against all types with, huge attack stats. On the tech side of things, it was a little bit harder to choose, but I'd really like to see 17 and 18 future. Their kit is already still so useful with their Ghost Usher, their Key Blast notification, their Orb changing. So just giving them a stat boost should be more than enough. I don't think you have to really do too much else. Just something to update them into the modern era. and gives them the stats required to take on content, because their kit, the way it is actually perfect. Like the Ghost Usher, the orb changing, the key nullification, all of it is just great. And so I don't think you have to do much to make them relevant, because they've been relevant for so long. They've been so useful. Still to this day, I use them for certain content. They are just incredibly useful, incredibly strong, and really, really cool to see as units. I'd like to see the first Carnival EZA with Goku, but obviously this is cheating a little bit. We are going to see their EZA when the anniversary comes around. They are scheduled to EZA, as we know, with the anniversary. Their EZA needs to be great. They need to greatly stack. I think their guard needs to stay for 3 or 4 turns. They need to, have good, wholesome changes. But the kit's there. The evasion's there, the transformation's there. Tweak the numbers a little bit, give them guard for a little bit longer in the beginning, let them greatly stack defense, and just watch them cook. They'll just go so insane. This also includes kind of Super Saiyan Goku, but I wanted to keep it to 10 units, so I'm cheating a little bit. But he and this AGL Frieza, they both need to EZA. This AGL Frieza, I'd love to see his EZA. He is going to be absolutely insane. He needs to do huge damage, but they need to change how he and Goku stack. They need to make it greatly raising, and also they need to make them stack on both their 18 and 12 keys. These guys are being punished heavily, but we also have to remember they have massive Colossal on both of their modifiers. So there is going to be a little bit of caution with how the game treats them, I think, because of that fact. And then my final unit is Pikon, because I think him and Tech Janemba, but his EZA is going to be awesome. For the same reason I really want to see Android 17 and 18's EZA. Same thing with Pikon. I think he can be a great support. I think he can bring the Ghost Usher ability. Maybe they can give him some better damage mitigation abilities, or even better damage himself. But I really am excited to see